Hi, happy Mercedesing. At the very beginning, I would like to thank all of you for watching the channel. So now we reached the first million views. Thank you. That's everything I can say. Of course, this is an educational channel, and I managed to get these 1 million views in about 3 years. Of course, it's not something to be praising with, but this topic about the Ke-Jetronic, well, these are old cars, as you know. Young people like to drive brand new cars, and the system was forgotten 1993, as I believe. So I'm aware that the channel cannot grow that fast like some other entertaining channels. But never mind. Thank you all of you. That's one thing. The second thing I would like to mention is I would like to thank myself to Anil Kula. Salam alaikum. Thank you, my man. Thank you for following the channel and for becoming the member of the channel. If any of my videos helped you repair your car, then please hit the button super thanks. And if you want to be the first one to watch my video as it is fully uploaded, then hit the button join. Thanks. Thanks all of you. All of you who are true members and who remained so long on the channel as members of the channel. And as I have mentioned, I'm going to make another level. It's going to be a donor for $5. For these $5, you will be able to have an inside scoop into service manuals. For 190E for US market, because major viewers are from the US on my channel. So that's for 190E. I will show you the manual for M110 engine. You will see the manual for M104 engines. In this video, we're going to be speaking about what you saw on TikTok and the Instagram. And it's this. So, this is bed idle on my R107. And as you could see, I mentioned 4 causes for this bed idling. So how can you know which one of these it's about? Well, it's pretty simple. Eliminate them one by one. So, then you must check your fuel distributor. If it delivers same quantities, then it's not about the fuel distributor. In my case, I rebuilt the fuel distributor, so it was not my case. So I'm speaking here about my case. You can here do it with your car. Maybe on your cars it won't be as in my case. Then the spark plug cables. I installed the brand new ones. The spark plugs, well, brand new as well. And then what is the only thing left? The injectors. So, even if you buy brand new injectors, this does not mean that they are going to be working flawlessly the same moment you install them and you start your car. Why? Here. This is that injector. And when you buy them brand new, there is an oil film inside of these injectors so that no oxidation can occur, and they can last as long as it's required. So if you happen to have to replace the injectors, I strongly recommend you to do one test. I did not want to do this on the SL because it's quite difficult to do. You will have to bridge the fuel pump relay. At first, on the SL, on R107, it's very difficult to reach the fuel pump relay. It's by the passenger's right leg. So you must dive in, and it's quite impractical. But if you work with 124, 190E, with 126 or others, then it's easier. Because, for example, on W124, you will have to remove the fuel pump relay, you will have to bridge the contacts 7 and 8, and you must remove all the metal lines leading from the fuel distributor to the injectors. And you install some others. If you have a 4-cylinder engine, it's easier. Or you can take these and you can rebend them, but I don't recommend you to do that. Find some 4, or if you need also 6 or 8 hoses, which are going to lead from the fuel distributor to the injectors. Just like this. You see. Then you prepare some cup, something that can be an old water bottle, something, plastic, I don't know. You just find your way. And then, as you bridge the fuel pump relay and you turn the ignition on, then you press the sensor plate and wait until the injectors start atomizing fuel. At first, they don't start atomizing all of them. Some of them are going to start, some of them even not. Some of them are going to squirt, some of them not, until you get a fine atomization out of them. Don't stop. You can, for example, run this test for 1 minute, then you can have a rest, because it's not recommendable for the fuel pump to run more than 1 minute. You turn the ignition off, then you wait, then you turn the ignition on again, and then try it again, at first improvising full throttle, and then bit by bit, and until you get a fine atomization of fuel. Don't stop, because this is going to prevent your spark plugs from being ruined. So that's what I recommend you. And if you want to go like me, the more difficult way, and that's how it's by me, I always have to do it more difficult, then you can simply take or remove one of these from your car. On one side, you mount your injector, you tighten it, of course, and here, on the second part, take some hose, some kind of a hose. It's now up to you how much you want it to be long. How long? It's there is not a rule. The more you pour carb cleaner or, for example, brake cleaner, the better for you. So that's the next step. You must have either carb cleaner or brake cleaner, and you fill the hose, fill it up fully, and then you must also have compressed air, and to set the compressed air to start atomizing at 4 bar pressure. So then you take the pistol and you wait until the magic happens. So this was very nice. This was very, very, very nice said. But we have to see that on the example, how it is in practice. So now I'm going to show you how it looks like with compressed air, one metal hose, and each of the injectors. So you're going to see. Ajde, opet. Ajde, opet.
Ovo, to je glupo.
Ali pljuje.
Čekaj.
Čekaj.
Drži tu lampu.
Dajmo ga. Dajmo. Eto je. And at first, as you see, this is bad. This is terrible. As you could see from one of the examples, one of the injectors is not even atomizing. And at first, look at this. Look at this now, how it looks like. terrible, squirting all over the place. And until you get this pattern, this kind, don't stop. Now I'm going to be filming everything, and my friend is going to do this for each of the injectors, each 8 of them. And at the end, we're going to show you the example how it looks like with a bad injector. It's the old injector, the original one from the car. And then, on the contrary, you're going to see that the bad injector, let's say it like that, bad, the old one, is going to have a better spray pattern than the new one. But although it does have a better spray pattern, it's leaking. And that must not happen here. I'm going to show you that right now. Look at this. And as you see me here touching the injectors, I'm just checking if some of them are spraying fuel, if the fuel is dripping out of them or not. And it is not. Of course, they're brand new. Something like that must not occur in any case. And here I would like also to show you how it looks like having a mechanical injector. So I had one subscriber on my channel telling me that he could not make them atomizing until he bridges the ground. So, and I'm going to show you that something like that is simply not true. You're going to see that. If you manage to have an injector and to apply the required pressure for them to start atomizing without any current, without any source of current, okay, we have to use here compressed air in this case because they open at least 3.8 bar, or even at a higher pressure, at 4 bar pressure. And we have to use something to get such high pressure. If you manage to do that, then here, this is also proof that no source of current is required for them to start atomizing. And one more thing, if you want to do this on your old injectors, then this is then for you a waste of time. Why? Because you can try to clean them with a carb cleaner, but this won't have any effect because they're going to be flushed. But What is not going to be repaired is this needle. You have here a needle, a spring, and you have a valve seat. And over time, that valve seat gets worn out. As it does, then the needle don't fully close, and then that's why you have gas squirting out of the injectors. And this is a perfect occasion for me now to tell you this thing. As I was doing once my last live video, there was a comment on the live from some subscriber, from a friend of the channel, asking me whether I was watching the video of Kent Bergsmas and his handy dandy schmendy candy gauge, or whatever you call it, however you want it, and and that thing does a reversed flush, something like that, reversed flush. Okay, something then in that time my GoPro stopped recording and I could not finish my sentence. So what he sells, these are his words. He says, this way you're going maybe to recover 3 out of 6 or 4 out of 8. And now just think about it. Just think about this thing. What does it mean, what he said? So he is selling you something which he is not giving you the warranty that this thing he is selling is going to be working. Would you buy anything, any item, no matter which one, for which the seller sells you, okay, I'm selling you this, but I cannot grant you that this thing is going to do its purpose 100%. In this thing that had to flush the injectors, had to flush and to repair all 4, 6, or 8 of them. In this case, he said 3 out of 6, 4 out of 8. And what's the most important for these is that all of them must be working like a single one, perfectly. But I mean 100% perfectly. Then you're gonna have the max out of your Ke-Jetronic system. Then. And I was not lazy. I went to his Mercedes source site, and it was something, I believe, about $300 for this instrument. Well, I don't remember. I must look for it. How much I paid for 8 of them. So this is something what you're going to do each 100,000. I repeat, 100,000 miles or 160,000 kilometers. And now you see how much you're doing a year and how much you're going to spend on your brand new injectors. So if you didn't get the point, this thing is useless. That's why I can tell that. So there is not a single video on the whole YouTube where I saw that someone demonstrated me that a Ke-Jetronic injector was flushed, repaired, and has been working flawlessly like a brand new one. Not a single one, with the proof, of course. So don't save money on them. Buy the brand new ones. Besides, how many V8 vehicles do you own? How many V8 Mercedes you own? There. So this was my opinion on this topic. I didn't manage to finish that one, but here, this is it. Maybe some of you is not going to agree with me, but I'm telling you the truth. This is the truth, believe me. So what do you think? Why would I be buying 8 brand new injectors? And that would be pretty much everything. I'm thinking about ending the video. What do you say, huh? My dear, what do you say? Huh? My dear, should we end the video?
What? Why? Really?
Come on, send a kiss. Send a warm kiss to all our viewers. So, if you liked this video,
please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when we post new videos.
Then I would kindly ask you not to hit the button skip ad. That is going to help me a lot. And till some next one, happy Mercedesing. Bye.